So we've spent quite a bit of time this week talking about y equals a, x minus b, little hat squared, plus c with all the sliders. We talked about if we get that to 0 and this to 0, that's your standard parabola with a shape of 1. We talked about the a changing the shape, so we can see the shape changing like so. So a is the shape, so we're all good with that. When it's negative, it's upside down. When the shape was a fraction, it's more shallow, and then the bigger the number, the steeper it gets. If the shape is 0, we just get a straight line. Okay, with let's just leave that back at 1, our standard. Then we talked about b, moving it back and forward, and c, moving it up and down. And the fact that b comma c is the vertex. So we've spent quite a bit of time with that, and we can actually, a lot of people can actually just read the graph. What we're going to look at now is a different one, and I'm going to start with just I'll put a shape outside. So this is not really a proper form, but I just want to show it to you this way. X minus b, and then x minus c. So what we've got now is this vertex thing we're not going to worry about anymore. We're going to say b comma 0, oops, 0, right? And I'm going to go c comma 0. All right, so those are going to be my x-intercepts. So if I change b, I'm changing that intercept. If I change c, I'm changing that intercept. When I change the intercept, clearly you can see, is the shape changing or not? That's actually not easy to see, is it? Funny enough. Do you think it is or isn't? It actually isn't, right? Now let's change the shape. So here, the defining factor is not the vertex, right? The defining factor here is the shape. Now, how would I find the vertex of something in this form? So let's go like so. If I just change these for a moment to be a step of 1, so that we're just going to get whole numbers. And for the shape, I'll have 0.5. I don't want to mess around with different kinds of things. Okay, done. Right. So how would I find that vertex? So I'm going to get a point where I've got b plus c divided by 2, comma 0. And I'm going to label that. That is my midpoint. All right? Does that make sense? My midpoint between those two intercepts. I could even draw a line. I want it to go this way up. I want x equal to b plus c, those two intercepts, divide by 2. And given that it's not actually, I want to think of it as a feature of the graph, I just want to have a dotted line, right? So that there, can we, with our intercepts, I think we'll make them both green. How about that? Those are my 2 green intercepts. Done. Okay. So what I've got here with this purple thing, I have got the line of symmetry of the parabola. If I wanted to get the coordinates of the vertex, I would actually have to go again, my b plus c, those are the 2 y-intercepts divided by 2, comma, now I'd have to put it into this equation, all right? So that's this equation here, so that would be horrible to actually try and put it into here. So I wonder if it's better, and that didn't like that at all, did it? If it might be better if I can make D equal B plus C upon 2, does that work? It says D equals 0. I want D to equal that. Well, that's annoying. Oh, I can see why D equals 0, because if I just move this along, it's because D actually does equal 0. Okay, so at this point, D equals 4.5. Yes, yay. So now I actually don't need to do that complicated thing here. I can just put D, all right? And then instead of X, I can put D. And instead of X, I can put D. So now I actually have the vertex, all right? So I've got this formula, the way of getting the vertex. So what does this look like? Let's have a play. Let's look at the shape. The vertex is changing, but can you see no matter what the shape is, it's still, that symmetry is the same? If I change the intercepts, you can see the effect of the line of symmetry and see the effect. Let me get the shape down. Whoa. I actually want here to be able to get a shallower parabola. So let's change that to that. Okay. Alrighty. So here's my y-intercept. So there's a question for you. Can you calculate this vertex and the equation of the graph, given what you see? I think 0.25 is a bit mean, so let's start with a 1. Okay, see if you could calculate that equation of the graph. I make it easy, even easier for you. Make that a whole number. Oh, no, we don't want to make it. Let's go like that. That's nice. Let's do the math for that, okay?